Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I do my everyday makeup. I'm going to be going over what products I use, how I use certain things, and how to blend out your foundation when it doesn't match your skin tone. So if you want to see me do my everyday makeup and struggle really hard with some old makeup brushes, then keep watching. Okay, so to start off, I just did like my normal morning skincare routine. I washed my face, I put on all my serums and moisturizers. Just a fair warning before we get started, my foundation and my skin tone do not match. I usually use these glow drops at night before I go to bed that tan my skin a little bit, and I haven't been using those lately because my husband and I have been in quarantine and I'm not going anywhere, so I don't need to look tan or glowy or beautiful, so I haven't been putting those on. I am very pale naturally. This is my skin with nothing on it. I usually am one of the palest shades in all foundation brands, but I have been using these glow drops, so my skin's a little bit tanner usually, and I have a darker foundation. So just so you're warned, I am fully aware that my face does not match my foundation. So I'll kind of show you how I blend that out as we go along as well. All right, but just to get started, I'm just going to kind of clip my hair out of my face. Oh, and by the way, I don't have a mirror behind me, so I am going to be kind of looking at myself above the camera lens, which is where I can see myself in the camera, and then I also have a little mirror right down here, so I will not be looking directly into the camera the entire time. So 2 warnings here: my foundation doesn't match and I will not be looking directly at the camera the entire time. But anyways, let's just get right into it. So I am going to actually start off with my eyes. I used to not ever do this, but then I started using Glamatic eyelashes, and I have found that the magnetic eyeliner works way better when I don't have anything on my face first, when I don't have foundation on, when I don't have eyeshadow on. So that's just kind of what I've been doing lately. So this is my Glamatic eyeliner in the shade Deep Space. It's their felt tip pen. Okay, so I have a little mirror right here. I'm just gonna kind of line my upper lid. Okay, so I lined my upper eyelid. It's definitely not the best job in the world, but my eyelashes are gonna stick right to it and you're not even gonna really be able to see it. For me, when I wear the Glamatic eyelashes, I have to do a thicker line like that or else they don't really stay too well. I don't know how these other women out there put the thinnest little line and then they stick perfectly. It doesn't work for me. So next I'm taking the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes in black, and I'm just gonna put this on my eyelashes. I'm not curling my eyelashes or anything because, again, we're putting fake eyelashes on. So this is all just prep for my fake eyelashes. My eyelashes are really blonde, so I have to just put like a coat of mascara over top of them so they just blend into the lashes better. Okay, mascara is on. Okay, next we are going to put on our lashes. So these are the Glamatic eyelashes, the Virgo style. I got these in my winter FabFitFun box actually. So I have used these a few times. Glamatic says that you can wear their eyelashes for like 100 million times or something. I don't know how long they actually say, but it's a long time. But I have found that they don't stick that well after a few uses. And they say to like scratch off the magnets, like scratch the eyeliner off of the eyelash magnets in order to like keep them staying better. I don't know, but like that's really hard to do because these magnets are super tiny and my nails are long, so I don't know, I just buy new ones when I start to feel like I need new ones. Because I also think it's kind of gross to like put eyelashes on your eyes that you've used like 50 times. Because I think that's what it is. I think that it's like 50 times or something. I don't know. So I'm just going to stick these on off camera really quick. Okay, we got one on. I guess I can try and show you how I stick these on. So I just take it with a plastic tweezer thing, because if you have a metal one, then they'll stick to the metal one. So that's a very key aspect. And then, yep, you just kind of like pop them on. And they don't like suction right onto your eye. Like they make it seem like I always kind of have to like push them down to secure them, but yeah, they stay pretty well. The other eyelashes that I have from Glamatic, they come with like anchors. These ones didn't come with anchors, and I also don't feel like they need anchors. The other ones I have are longer, so I don't know if that's why, if the longer ones require the anchors to hold better, but these hold just fine on their own. Okay, so next I am going to take the NYX HD eyeshadow primer. I got this in my NYX advent calendar actually. All right, so we're just going to take this and I'm just gonna put like a couple of little dabs right on my eyelid. And then I'm just going to take my ring finger and kind of dab that in, trying to avoid my eyeliner and lashes. Okay, now I'm going to take one of my MAC brushes. I've literally had this for, geez, I don't know, 10-ish years. It's the only MAC brush I have. I have no idea what it's called or anything because all of that is well worn off. I need new brushes actually really bad. I asked for that for my birthday, which is coming up, so hopefully I get those. I wanted the Sigma brushes. There's like a couple of different sets that Sigma sells. There's like a whole face collection set and then there's a whole eye collection set. So I want both of those because I need both of those. Okay, so next I am taking this Anastasia palette. This is one of their like create your own palettes. So these are the 4 colors that I put in here. I just put this black, and then this is pink champagne, and it looks kind of weird because I usually dip it in water. I dip my brush in water and then put it in there, so it's just kind of like melted looking. This is ballet, and then this is dusty rose. I just wanted this color, but then I saw that if you just like filled up one of these little palettes, the palette itself was free, and I was like, well, you know what, I need a good black eyeshadow, and then these are both very good like colors that I use on a daily basis. So I'm actually going to use this in my crease and then this one on my lid. This is definitely in more places than just my crease, but I don't really know like what all these other places are called, so it's mostly in my crease. But I do kind of bring it out a little bit up onto my brow bone and then out with my winged eyeliner as well. So then I'm just going to take that ballet shade and just kind of put that in the center of my lid. And this color isn't like super shimmery. It has a little bit of shimmer to it, but not nearly as much as the pink champagne one does. I love the pink champagne one though. I put that one on often, like especially like if we're going out to like dinner or out with friends or something, I'll put that one on. But this is, like I said, kind of just my normal everyday, not going anywhere special, maybe like going to the mall or something kind of look. Okay, next I'm gonna take this brush, which again, I have no idea what this is. This was sent to me in like an Itsy bag a long time ago, and it is definitely not a blending brush for your eyes, but that's kind of how I'm going to use it right now because I don't have good brushes, like I said. So I'm just going to kind of blend this out everywhere. So next we have the Maybelline Master Colors color correcting pen in the shade Apricot. This does not look like this shade on the outside. I'll show you. It's really dark. So you can kind of see the difference here. This is more of like a peachy color on the outside, and this is like way more of like a rusty orange color. So I definitely bought it wanting it to be more this color, and so I was a little disappointed that it was this darker color, but it still works. So I have some darkness under my eyes. I actually get under eye filler and I'm due for it, so I'm just going to kind of put this a little bit because it's too dark, like I said. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna kind of take my ring finger and just sort of like blend this out, like right in this like inner part of my eye, just to kind of help conceal that blue a little bit. Because who wants blue dark circles when you can have orange dark circles. Oh God. It's really not that bad, trust me. I'll blend it out. All right, so next we're going to take the Tarte Face Tape foundation in the shade Light to Medium Sand. And again, just be warned, this is not the correct shade for my skin tone today. So I'm just taking my Real Technique sponge and putting a little bit on there, and we're just going to start blending this out. It's hard for you guys to even tell, but you can see that this is way too tan. So I'm just gonna put that everywhere, trying to avoid my under eyes because I don't like to put too many layers there, just to avoid like creasing and cakiness. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of blend this down my neck. By the way, I'm just using 1 pump of the Face Tape foundation. I don't like to use a ton because this stuff is pretty thick. So what I do when my foundation's not matching is I just kind of like dab what's left over on my beauty blender, or not on my beauty blender, oh my God. I don't put more makeup on or anything because I don't want like full coverage down my neck. I just want the color to kind of blend down. So I'll just take kind of what's left over on my Real Technique sponge and just kind of like dab it down until it's hidden by my clothes, whatever I'm wearing that day. My eyelash was popping off. I must have hit it. Okay, I'm sorry, I just had to let my cat in the room, so if he's meowing, just ignore him. It would have been way worse if I wouldn't have let him in, trust me. But anyways, I'm just going to continue taking what's ever left on my sponge and take it up to my forehead. I don't really have like much up here that I ever want to cover that much, so again, same thing as my neck. I just kind of want to bring the color of my foundation up and like evenness. I do have a teensy tiny little red pimple on my forehead there right now that I'll dab a little bit of concealer on, but for the most part, it's fine. My eyelash keeps, do you see this? My eyelash won't stay on. Oh, I must have hit it. So that's the other weird thing about Glamatic lashes is you would think that since it's magnetic, you can take it off and on as many times as you want and it would just still stick. But I think what happens is if your eyelash comes off a little bit, it takes the eyeliner with it and you have to put more on. I don't know what's easier, you guys, glue or magnetic. I feel like they both have their pros and cons, and this is definitely a con of the magnetic eyelashes because I obviously hit it and it had popped off. So now I need to reapply a little bit of eyeliner there. I think my cat wants to leave now. Okay, I guess he just got worried about me and needed to come check on me. So next we're going to take the Tarte Ultra Creamy Face Tape in the shade Light to Medium Sand. I really like this formula because I have naturally dry skin, so the original Shape Tape dries down way too dry for me. So if you've ever tried the original Shape Tape and you don't like it, it's too drying or cakey, definitely give this one a shot because, like I said, it's the Ultra Creamy formula and it's amazing for dry skin. So I'm just going to take that and just dab a little bit in the inner corners and then also on the outer corners and then also where that little pimple is, but I'm also going to do it on the other side. I'm really weird about like symmetry. So even though there's nothing on this side, I want to make sure that those two areas of my face match completely and one doesn't look more full coverage than the other. So again, I'm just going to take my Real Technique sponge and kind of blend that out. And also too, I'm going to kind of lightly, very lightly, because I don't want to create like a harsh line with my eyeshadow, dab along my brow bone right underneath of my eyebrow. Okay, so now that my foundation and my concealer is all blended out, I'm going to take the translucent Airspun powder, and I'm just going to take the tiniest little bit of this. What I do is I take out the puff and I like dab it in the lid, and then I just use like the little bit that's inside of the lid, because this stuff is very drying. In the summertime, I'll put it all over my face because it's hot outside and it helps to like keep my makeup from melting off of my face. But in the winter time, I don't need all of that dry powder on my face. So what I'll do is I'll take my powder brush. This brush is like some cheap Amazon brush. It works really well, but I just need new brushes. I need good brushes. But anyways, I'm just going to take my powder brush and kind of dip that in there, swirl it, tap it, and then I'm just going to dab this under my eyes, on my nose, my chin, and my forehead. I'm going to leave like the whole side of my face pretty much untouched. All right, next I'm going to take Revolution Makeup Mega Bronzer in the shade 01 Cool. I don't really know how I feel about this. It's a pretty basic bronzer. I know Revolution Makeup is kind of hit or miss. This, I just saw that it was like a massive bronzing palette, and I liked the shade of it, so I picked it up one day when I was at Ulta. I don't know, nothing to write home about, I guess. But I'm just going to take, hold on, wait for it, you guys. I'm going to take this brush that is completely broken. It doesn't stay anymore at all. I just kind of like keep it. When I'm done using it, I'll put it back on here in my makeup jar, so that way it doesn't get lost in the bottom of my makeup holder. But yeah, so just reason number 316 why I need new makeup brushes. So I'm going to take the top of my makeup brush and just sort of like dab it in here a couple times, tap it off, and then I'm actually going to just kind of like tap this a couple times on a washcloth, just to get off like any excess, because I really don't want like a harsh line drawn across my face. So basically I just take this and I just kind of like go in circular motions, blend it up into your hairline, and then I do like a little bit right here, kind of on the side upper area above my eyebrows, and then I usually kind of blend it down. I have a round face, so I don't want to shorten my face by putting anything up here. I kind of try to like slim out the sides of my face to make it appear longer. Okay, so we're done with this. All right, so next I'm going to take this other random brush. I don't know what this is. It says Farrah 35E. Never heard of that before in my life. I think this also came in an Ipsy bag, but it's good for like putting some contour on the sides of my nose. So I'm just going to use this same thing as contour. The reason why I do that, even though this isn't like technically a contour, it's a bronzer, is because this doesn't have like any sparkle or anything in it. A lot of times bronzer has like a very, very subtle shimmer to it. This doesn't, it's completely matte, so I just use it as like my contour too. I'm just going to go down the sides of my nose. Okay, and then the like tip of it right underneath. And then I also go right here under my lip and just kind of rub off whatever is extra down there, just to make my bottom lip look a little poutier, like there's more of a shadow underneath of my lip. Next, we have the Milani Blush. This is the Baked Powder Blush in the shade Dulce Pink 01. I like this blush a lot because it's also shimmery, so you don't need to put highlighter on with it. You can see that it's like got kind of like a gold shimmer to it. So same thing, I just kind of, oh, well, I guess I should show you. Don't be shocked, you guys, but this is another random brush. This is an e.l.f. brush. It's the e.l.f. Complexion Blush, or no, it's the e.l.f. Complexion Brush. So not a blush brush, but I like to use like a big fluffy brushes for my blush. So same thing, I just kind of tap that in there and then tap it off and then dab it off on a washcloth. And then I just like to kind of start up here and just kind of dab it, blend it, swirl it, circles, whatever. I love really pink blush. I mean, it's just so cute. You just have to have a light hand when you're applying it, so that way it doesn't go on like way too pigmented. But I've done this for a very long time, like use these hot pink blushes, and then I'm just careful when I'm putting them on, and then you can also blend it out too. I also just take whatever is left on my brush and I just kind of like run it across the very tip of my nose, just kind of back and forth really quick, just to give a little pinkness to the tip of my nose, because that's natural. It's like funny as I'm explaining why I do the things that I do. I don't know. You know, you do your makeup and you don't think about these things, why you do certain things, until you're explaining it, and then you're like why am I even putting makeup on if I want the tip of my nose to look pink? You know, I just, whatever. Whatever. So I'm just going to take the brush that I used to put my powder on, and I'm going to use that to just kind of blend out my blush a little bit. Oh, the kids just got dropped off from the school bus, so now people are walking by and looking at me. So hi guys. It's okay. I think the neighborhood knows that Clayton used to be a YouTuber. I mean, I guess he still technically is and could start up his channel again anytime he wants. It's not like he ever formerly retired or anything, but he just doesn't really make videos anymore. All right, so I don't know if you guys can kind of tell, but there's like a little bit of shimmer now where I put that blush. So that's what I was talking about. It's great. I don't need to put any more highlighter on. So next we're going to take this, I don't even have anything to show you on here because it's all rubbed off, but it's the Benefit Gimme Brow Brow Gel. I think this is like shade either 3 or 3.5 or maybe like 2.5 or 4. I can't remember what the shade is. I'm gonna have to go back and look, and I'll put it right here what the shade is because I usually order this offline. I have powder brows done actually, so as thin and light as my eyebrows look, they are tattooed on, and I love it so much. I got it done this past summer in like June, I think, and it's amazing. Best thing I ever did. My eyebrows are naturally like very light and sparse, so this just like makes them look way better, way better all the time without makeup on. But I still put a little bit of brow gel on, so I'm just going to kind of take this and just, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god. Yeah, okay, don't do that. There was a big clump on it that I didn't see. Anyways, just going to take this and just kind of gently brush it through, and I push my eyebrows up a little bit when I'm doing it. Gotta make sure there's no clumps on it. All right, so same thing on the other side. So you guys can see the difference here. It's very minor, but it just helps a little bit with like making my eyebrows look more done. Okay. But I don't need to like fill them in like I used to with like a pencil or a powder, or really do too much to them. So then the next thing that I use is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. This stuff is amazing. This really just like holds your brows in place. I'll put on like a really light coat of the Benefit Gimme Brow, and then I'll put another really light coat of this on over top just to like keep all of the little brow hairs in place. Okay, and then for the very last thing I do my lips. I'm going to be using the Tarte Color Splash lipstick in the shade Colada. And this is just like a really great nude color. I got this in the Tarte anniversary sale where you kind of built out like a package for a really good deal. I don't remember all the details about it, but it was good. All right, so I'm just gonna put this on. I like this a lot because it's pretty similar to my natural lip color. So it looks pretty natural, but it just kind of makes everything look more put together and finished off. Okay, so that is my makeup. This is everything done. All right, that is it for today's video, you guys. I will put everything that I used in the description bar below so you can check it out. I hope you enjoyed this video. I am now going to take my hair and makeup and go and sit on the couch for the rest of the night because that's what I've been doing for the last few days and that's what I have to do for the next few more days. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really means a lot to me. I hope wherever you are in the world, you have an amazing day and you go out and live your best life. Bye, guys.